Alright, so I've got the front bumper cover off. He already had his headlight sprayers that were disconnected and broken. So pulled this panel out, pulled the front bumper cover off, and just had to take the 4 bolts off of each side of the front bumper support. So we're going to go ahead and remove it now. Set that to the side. And then there are plates that they are going to bolt into place here. And since I'm on this side, I'll go ahead and start over here. We're going to bolt these back down, so that way we can go ahead and get started on the structure that comes out to the bumper itself. Now, according to Move, they say to go ahead and have the vehicle here and tack weld everything first, using the vehicle as reference to make sure everything lines up. So let's go ahead and get this bolted up. Alright, the next step shows we're going to take these angle pieces, and they're going to weld in like so. So there's a curvature and a flat line here, then go down there. So I'm going to go ahead and get my welder set up, get both of these tacked in, and then we'll continue on. at this point I have the main structure all tack welded. There are a couple other pieces to add to it, but I need to go ahead and get this welded first, get all the main structure welded up. He did option to go ahead and have a little brush guard bar that I'm gonna have to go ahead and cut the ends to make them line up and go down, do like a little notch in them. And then he also opted to go ahead and have the tow hook points as well, which they appear to go down here on the bottom. So after I go ahead and get these, or get the main structure welded out, I'll go ahead and measure out where I want to put them on the bumper and get them welded up. So the angles aren't perfect on the cuts. You do have to finesse it a little bit, and then kind of do minor adjustments. It's very, very close. So, but I imagine with any prefab and pre-cut bumper, it's going to be pretty similar to that. But overall, the fit is pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and unbolt it and go ahead and do some more welding. Turn the camera off for a little bit while I was welding. Try and keep this video from being too terribly long. So, setting up the toe points. Got them inward just a little bit from the brace that goes to the frame, both sides. Look pretty close to even, and I'm pretty sure that's where I want them. So gotta weld them in, then I'm gonna mount it back up, notch the brush guard and tack it on, and then go ahead and double check clearance with with the grill whenever you close the hood. Put it and weld it in the rest of the way. So let's go ahead and keep welding. Alright, we're back with the bumper for the Sequoia. I ended up going and grinding down all of my welds on the front. Most of them were pretty nice, but I did go ahead and do stitch welds on the back side as well. But I ground them all smooth to give it a nicer finish, and then sprayed some Raptor liner on it. This is the second coat for the bumper, so it's still drying. And then the customer wanted a heavier duty skid pan, so he brought me some plate steel, and I built up a custom skid pan to go underneath of the front end to help protect the front end. So, and I went ahead and coated it with some Raptor liner as well. So after this dries, I'm gonna go ahead and mount it up on the front of the Sequoia. I've had the bumper sitting in place while I was building the skid pan, so far everything looks pretty sharp on there. All the lines look good. The fitment turned out much better than I anticipated with the bumper, with it being a prefab. Overall, if you're pretty inclined with a welder, or capable with a welder, this shouldn't be any problem to put together. If you're not the greatest with the welder and you do have a grinder, definitely clean up all the edges, and then you can have a nice seamless look to the bumper. Alright, once this dries, we'll get back to it. We have the Sequoia all put back together. 4 bolts on each side for the bumper. You can't really see the shield there. It's a little dark. Fits pretty nice. So this little edge here was the edge I was talking about sticking out. If you had a set of fender flares, it would line up almost perfect with the fender flares. So there's the finished result. Hopefully it was helpful. I'll try and take pictures of the instructions and try and remember to put them in at the end of the video here. Thanks for watching.